I want to use this medium to call out on the Yorubas. If I say Yorubas, I'm talking about the Yorubas, people at the southwest end. Sometimes why we Nigerians, why we have a lot of problems is simply because we wait for a problem to happen before we profound a solution. And that is why you see so many of them in the western region. They are always ahead of the problem. That is, they don't wait for corrective measures. They wait for what? Preventive. What is going to happen in 3 years? You know, some people have already made plans for what is going to happen in 2030. This is still 2025. They never waited for the problem to come before they profound that solution. Why I said the people in the southwest are the Yoruba leaders, the traditional leaders. Now, what is happening across the country is it's a wake-up call for we Yorubas. Now we see these people around Kogi area and Kwara area. This should be a wake-up call for all traditional leaders. Are Ona Kakanfo, the man in charge of the Yoruba, you understand? Oni of Ife, the Awujale of Ijebu, and they are laughing of Oyo, and other traditional leaders. This is a wake-up call for everyone. The one happening in Kwara and Kogi is just a testing ground. They know what they are doing. That is the easiest way they can access. Kogi is connected to so many Yoruba states. They share boundary with Ondo, they share with Ekiti, and some other states. Now these people are coming gradually, like the massacre that happened in Owo the other time. How did they access this place and they went scot-free? So this is a wake-up call for all Yorubas. We need to come together. What our traditional leaders doing to prevent this, instead of looking for solution when it happens. If we take every one of you to come up together to meet with the president, if he's sleeping, let him be aware. And to the president, I have just tactically decided to wait today after the judgment of Mazi Kanu. I wanted to wait to see what the outcome would be. And now that the outcome is out, this is a wake-up call for you that you no longer have power over these people. The Fulanis, they've pocketed the president. We need to tell ourselves the truth. Now, the president, we are calling out on you now to what? Seek for help. We now understand that it's beyond your control. Good and fine. There's nothing you can do if it's beyond your control. Seek for help. Seek for international help. Cry out. Let them come to your aid. 2014, you went to America to cry out. They need to come. Now it is your turn to cry out. You have everything at your disposal to get to America. You have the presidential jet. You have everything to go to Israel and every other place to seek for help. You don't need to wait until this thing overwhelms the whole country before you start running a tasketa. Now, although it has even overwhelmed the country, nowhere is safe again. Nowhere to run to. Is it the bank? Is it the church? Is it mosque? And nowhere to run to. So now what are we calling this and what are we waiting for before we decide what to do? To the president, I expected by now that the DSS office or DSS station should be filled up with people that has been mentioned. Before you are unable to mention names, probably because we were scared. But America listed out some names, about 12 people who are the sponsors of this terrorist. If Nigeria is really working, I expected the president by now to have arrested so many of them, put them in detention. If these people don't have a link to the source, some of their power will be reduced. But rather, we see the sponsors, people who has been mentioned, rigmaroling and even going to answer calls on national TV, still talking, representing these people, speaking for them. I think we need to find something to do. The president, Ààrẹ Ọ̀nà Kakanfò, and the Yoruba leaders. This is a wake-up call, like I've said. I know in Nigeria, if a problem don't happen to your immediate family, people don't always take it serious. Like local government chairmen, if their wife don't fall in a pit, probably they have accident in that pit or whatsoever, they don't know that they need to take proper measures. If the wife of a governor don't suffer as a victim to a problem, they don't find solution to it. We understand that so many of these people, their children are abroad, their children go to best school, where these people can't get to. But you must help us. That is why they've elected you as leaders. You need to help the masses. It was your campaign that you protect life and properties. But now what is the case? Reverse is the case. This is a wake-up call for Yoruba leaders and Yoruba people, prominent people in Yoruba. This is no longer the time to attend parties, wear big agbada. No. Even if you wear agbada to big party now, you may not come back with your agbada as things are going. Like we can see some days ago, we saw where bandits were attending marriage ceremony in the north. These people are all over the places. Yoruba leaders, traditional leaders, we don't need to sleep until these people start entering into our house and picking us out. I wouldn't want this video to be too much. Thank you.